at 15 laps at BU.
You mentioned Will Cuthbertson, our pace setter for this event. Two of his Empire Elite training partners are in this race, Eric Holt and Ben Allen. If they can find him early, this race could set up for them to PR.
All right, we have 22 runners in this field, so a big field. We'll see if everybody can maintain their spacing. Hopefully no heels are clipped, and everybody just is patient, and we'll all get down to the rail. And you mentioned Eric Holt from Empire Elite has done a lot of miles here, now moving up in distance. And he got some sponsorship a year ago, which was so vital to his progress as a pro athlete. And he's right now at the tail end of the field, trying to work hard to get up toward the front as the opening lap goes in 29.7.
Eric Holt, a lot of his season this past year was masked by the fact that he didn't qualify for Team USA to Tokyo. He still ran a 1,500-meter personal best in the USA semifinals, 3:32.95. So even despite the fact that he hasn't been making national teams, he has been in some of the best shape of his life. Really excited to see what E. Holt does over the 3K.
All right, so that is Andrew Casey from the University of Wisconsin in Madison. He just took a look over his inside shoulder. He is going to lead this group out of the gates, 29.5 through the opening quarter in 59.1. And then Cuthbertson from Empire Elite, you saw him looking at his watch a moment ago. He'll take over and take this group further into that 3,000 distance.
And we cannot forget what happened at last year's season opener 3K, Phil. 4 guys, Parker Wolf, Ethan Strand in reverse order, and then Yassine Abdallah and Gary Martin all broke NAU alum Drew Bosley's collegiate record that was a 7:36. You now see Colin Sahlman as the top collegian. If he latches onto this pace and stays close, uses his closing speed, he might want to bring the record back to NAU.
You were being very nice in saying they broke it. They crushed it. They obliterated it. They blew it completely apart. And Casey stepping aside, leaving it up to Cuthbertson. 4 laps down in just over 2 flat. So they're right at 4 flat pace for the opening mile. Scheduled to go through in 4:03, 4:04. So I think Cuthbertson and Casey have done a fine job so far.
Colin Sahlman too, just getting up there early, showing his commitment to Cuthbertson's pace that has been set. He had an admirable cross-country season, and it's funny because we think of Sahlman as having been a successful collegian and athlete overall since his days with Newberry Park. But when he won the Big Sky Conference Championship, it was his first time ever winning a collegiate cross-country race. And he's learned to celebrate the little accomplishments, including his 16th place at Nationals. He knows he's got the 800 speed at 1:45.63 to close if this race comes down to a kick.
All right, one of the pros in the elite fields today, Sam Prakel from Adidas, wearing the red and white. He is currently sitting in the number 4 spot with our number 1 runner, Cuthbertson, planning to step off here in a short period of time. But the rest of the guys out there, all either unattached or collegiate stars. And another one up front from Virginia Tech, George Couttie. He is currently in the number 3 spot.
And he's really made a home for himself in the Division I level as well, Couttie. 14th in 2024 at Cross Country Nationals, up to 10th this year, so steady improvement. He's the Virginia Tech school record holder after all, 7:40.18, one of the fastest guys in the field coming in as they pass 1,400. Next time by is going to be our first 1,600 splits. Let's see what Cuthbertson takes them through it.
So the target time overall, 7:35. Sahlman has run 7:37, so you expect him to know what it takes, when to move at this oval. And they are strung out single file, a great distance between first and last. Coming through a little slower, 4:06, 4:07. So pace a little sluggish compared to where we wanted to go. We see some of the other pros toward the middle of the pack. Eric Holt, see him right in the middle as Cuthbertson still working away that last go round, 31.2.
And look who has moved up into 3rd. That is Fuad Masaudi, Oklahoma State's standout, who won the indoor 3K title in this event, of course, back in 2023, anchored the DMR in the same championships, and he's now representing his home country of Morocco. You see he's got the vests, and looking to go after this thing. Their national record, a 7:33.73 by the great Hicham El Garouge. If they can close strong in a sub-4 last mile, you never know.
The last full lap led by Cuthbertson, 31 point once again. I am certain will either be high 29s or low 30s this time around. 30.5, so we're at 5:08, so coming back down toward that late 7:30 finish potentially for this field.
And I remember it just became such a norm last year to see those last Ks, those last 600s just steadily ratchet further and further between that 60-second pace for 400 meters. And you've got closers all over the place right now. Obviously, you've got Masaudi, who's got a sneaky kick. He was top 5 in the cross-country nationals, 5th place, number 2 for the Cowboys en route to their national title. Colin Sahlman, we already talked about him. He was a USATF finalist in the 800, and George Couttie, the anchorman of the ACC Championship DMR.
So some separation has developed between our top 8 and the rest of the field. Ryan Shopey, former Oklahoma State Cowboy, you will see him sitting in the number 8 position, I do believe, going wide. Prakel, here he comes from 4th to 3rd. 3 laps remaining, 6:10 on the board. And some contact there as Couttie put his arm out just to maintain his spacing. And there goes Colin Sahlman.
Looks like Prakel's trying to follow him, though. It would not be a true season here at Boston University if we didn't feature Sam Prakel. He loves racing here. His personal best is from across the country at the Dempsey Indoor Track in Seattle from January 24th of 7:41.17. That was just a year after he doubled in the USATF Indoor Championships, winning both the 1500 and 3K.
2 to go at 6:40. Prakel quickly moved into that number 2 position behind Colin Sahlman. 30.3 the last lap for our leader. They have definitely picked up the tempo, ratcheting up the race. When will Prakel really drop the hammer? Will it be at 200 when he gets the bell? We will soon find out. Some separation between 3rd and the rest of our leaders. Here comes Sam Prakel.
He just looks so confident and poised, Phil, and Sam Prakel is on the lead, shot out of a cannon. It's all up to who can catch it from here. Sahlman and Couttie, the only left with chances.
29 flat the last lap for our leader, Sam Prakel. He is on pace to go sub 740, looking very smooth. Sahlman still there. Couttie also. Here he comes. Coutie's going to have to go real wide to get past this group. George Couttie. Sahlman. Oh, they're going to have to look at the film on this one, going old school. It is Sahlman, 7:36.71, a lifetime best for him as he edges out George Couttie by 0.03 of a second, with Prakel at 7:37.16. The youngsters finished well, and the collegians go 1-2.
Man, George Couttie, his face just lit up when he hit that home straightaway. He thought he timed it perfectly, and heck, he did. But Sahlman just dug in. It was crazy. I was watching the form of our runners coming home, and Sam Prakel's looked the best of the 3. But